Hello, hello, hello. Libras, what's going on? What divine messages do we have for the Libras? What divine messages do we have for the Libras? Do y'all feel like a shift happening? Like an energetic shift? I don't know. I've like now that I have a page on TikTok, and I'm finally actually like looking on it. You know, going through the feed and stuff like that, and you know, with the route my journey is going through spirituality and just learning everything in that world and that lane. And the pages that I follow on there, like some would be conspiracy there's conspiracy there's um and people are like, you know, they're just crazy people, don't look too much into things or making up stuff. Some of it should be true. And the thing is with me is like, how do you know what's true and what's not? There's so many things out in this world, on this planet, in this realm, in the spiritual realm, and the whole universe, multiverse. There's so much stuff that we don't know. And it's so scary because we don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen. And with the government that we have and with other countries, it's like they keep telling you to get prepared, but get prepared how? What to do? How to do it? I don't understand. It's almost getting me kind of like not psyched per se. It's just kind of messing up my energy because it's like I don't even know. But I know there's change coming. Like you gotta know that. Just on a surface level, everything is changing, and this is coming into a whole new world. Like where everything was manual labor, and now it's technology and trying to change the money from paper bills, you know, dollar bills to digital crypto stocks or crypto. Like they trying to change everything. Change is happening. It's just some people see it, some people don't, or you don't know what's next. And how the government and everything is going about this change. It's like filtering out. Like I feel like the what happened last year, you know, the sickness, people think, you know, some people think it was man-made, some people think it was, you know, nature responding. Like I mean, I think it's man-made. I've always thought it was man-made because it's just weird how everything played out with that. I don't know, child, but it's just so much going on, and it's like I don't even know what to think. I don't even know what to feel. It's kind of making me kind of slick nervous, but it's like at this part of me is like, but what, as an individual, besides being aware and conscious of stuff, what can you do? Like you still got this one life to live. You know, every day counts. So it's like, what do you do? Do you just keep living? I mean, I don't know. I told God, I told the universe, I'm like, just point me in the direction that I need to go is best for me and my child and my family, and to have me come across, hello there, have me come across people and be in an environment that I need to be in to grow, you know, my knowledge into things and grow my awareness, grow my consciousness, grow my spirituality, like grow everything. It's just I'm ready. But like I guess a part of me is kind of not scared per se. I guess scared because I just don't know. There's so much out there. How are you doing? There's so much out there in the world, and it's only scary because there's people higher up that is controlling shit, and it's like we kind of really can't do nothing about it. I just been looking at these videos. I be looking at these videos on TikTok trying to learn, and it's scary. Like, you know, what they're showing on TikTok now is like the aliens. Yes, Libra gang. So I'm trying to wait to see if some people come in. So while I'm waiting, I'm just speaking my mind on what I've been doing, learning about just otherworldly things. Like I was saying on TikTok, what they've been posting a lot lately is like the aliens and terrestrial whatever, and that they're here. And I come across the video. These are like supposed old CIA agents or scientists or whatever, and they claim that some of these aliens could look like us. I'm like, what the fuck? So while I'm listening to these videos, right, and I'm thinking about these movies I've watched. I've always been attracted to movies of mystical, magical, sci-fi, suspense. I used to be into detective things because I like to, when the movie or the show is playing out, I can figure it out what happened before it gets to the end or whatever. But now it's just like a lot of these, what you think is probably fiction. I'm not saying they're not, but there's truth to a lot of these things. These magical shows, these sci-fi shows. There's a lot of truth to it, and it's like we don't know because all we can see is what's around us in this 3D world. But what the crazy thing is that these people in the higher ups in the governments and NASA and just whatever, they know this shit and they're not telling us. And it's like, and now you see all these billionaires wanting to build these spaceships to go outer space and try to make a life in another planet. They know some shit. Why are you trying to leave Earth? Not saying it's perfect here, but this is clearly where us humans are. This is our planet. So why are you trying to go to a whole different planet? What's going on these other planets that y'all not really showing us? I came across a video on TikTok saying that they were showing from the video clips or whatever, camera or satellites images, that there's pyramids. I mean, I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how truthful this is. That's what's kind of making me nervous, is because like, what's truth and what's not? Are y'all making some shit up, or is this really true? Like they showed images of there's like pyramids in fixtures or not buildings, but just things out on other planets. I forgot which planet it was. Was it Mars or something? I don't remember. Moon, like, and I never like the whole flat Earth is spherical. I always thought the Earth was what they say, spherical. And now I'm coming across these videos because I'm like, why do people think the Earth is flat? Why? But when you really like kind of do your research, it starts to make you think like, well, hold on, shit. Because back in the olden days, they said the Earth, they didn't have all the shit. They act like they didn't have technology back in the day, but when you look at Egyptian times, when they had the Egyptian gods and shit, they had what's the word I'm looking for? They was very advanced back in the days. Where if you look in our history books, they act like they had nothing, there was nothing advanced back in the 1800s or 1700s or whatever. But if you look in the Egyptian history, yeah, they said it was very advanced. They had flying vehicles or whatever. So it's like, oh my God, all this information, like, it's crazy, it's awesome, but it's like, what's real, what's not? And if this is all real, then what the fuck is going on? And we're in this time, like the end of last year, I forgot the exact date, but the end of last year, or was it beginning of this year? It went from the age of the Pisces to the age of the Aquarius. Age of the Aquarius, Google it, but it's about everything going technology and people waking up consciously, and that's why a lot of people are waking up. That's why a lot of people are going into spirituality and tapping into their third eye and all the secrets of the universe. We are awakening to it, and I'm seeing this stuff. I'm very intrigued into it. I'm trying to learn about it, and TikTok got a lot of information, and I need to go onto YouTube and watch some real, I started to try to watch videos on pyramids on YouTube, because there's secrets and information about pyramids. I'm like, oh my God, it's just so much. It's like, what's happening? And I just came across a video of You know, I'm not into the government and politics, and because it's a whole bunch of shit that it's just too much. So I just stay in my own little lane, got in my own little bubble. But I'm trying to get out of my bubble. But I just came across this video of Trump when he was president, said that, I guess towards the end of his presidency, and he says, if I don't become president, that China is gonna take over. China is the one that made this virus because they're doing some shit or whatever the fuck they was doing. And he says if he don't win, he's like that. The reason why he was doing what he was doing, saying what he was saying, is because he was trying to protect our country or something like that. And he says if he don't win, I should have reposted it. If he doesn't win the presidency, China is going to take over. And then they showed a clip of some China official saying that he was happy that Biden and Camilla won and some great things, blah blah blah. It's like, it may sound crazy. I like I said, I don't like to get into the politics shit because Trump looked crazy. Like, I mean, yeah, he said a lot of crazy shit, but that shit could have been real. It could have had a lot of truth behind that, So, I don't know, child. It's so much going on, and we don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to learn, and it's just crazy. It's kind of scary. Why are these billionaires trying to build spaceships to go to a whole nother planet? Why are the government, why are the people blowing up, why is there blowing up bombs in the ocean? Why is the Gulf of Mexico catching on fire? Why is something else, like there was like 4 instances where the ocean was on fire all across the world. And then in Florida, outside of Miami, in the ocean, they blew up a bomb. Like, what's going on in the water? Hell, they don't know everything that's in the ocean. They trying to explore all of these other planets, but they don't even know our planet all the way. And like I said, I came across a video saying that there's aliens living in the water. Like, can't doubt it because the ocean's so deep, and they say they claim that they can't go all the way down to the bottom of the ocean. Oh my God, it's just so much. It's so much. It's so much. I'm interested. I want to know, but it's like, what can I do? And I'm glad that I feel like this is my path. This is my gift. Being an intuitive reader, being a healer, being a messenger. I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. But like at this time, in these past couple of months, going through my own transition, like there's an energetic, collective transition that everybody is going through, and I just feel like it's been kind of a weird energy. And it's like, we as humans, as individuals, are already going through our own transitions, right? Waking up to ourselves, to the energy, to the universe, or whatever. And then there's the government. What are the fuck they doing? They're trying to manipulate and control shit. Might be going against, because at the end of the day, the government, it's them having control. We waking up is gonna have, are having control over our own lives, and they don't want that. I know, I wasn't even trying to talk about this, but it came to mind and I said it, and there it is. So sorry, Libras, for ranting, but it's just a lot of shit you gotta look into. And I know there's a lot of people who don't even think nothing about what I said. Y'all probably thinking I'm crazy, but like, if you really open your eyes, I'm trying to find my way out of my own bubble to expand my horizon, expand my knowledge and everything. We need to start doing that, because there's shit happening outside of us. There's shit happening. I don't know what. I'm letting God show me the way. Guide me with this information, because, baby, you gotta stay prepared. They say don't be scared, stay prepared. So I'm trying to prepare myself with knowledge, But it's like, okay, I'm this knowledge is coming to me, but it's like, what can I do? What can I do? I've come across these videos where farmers are getting letters from the government saying they'll give farmers money to burn all their crops. They're trying to fuck up our food supply, the real food. They keep saying, there's been warnings, keep saying that the food supply is about to get very scarce. What the fuck? Why? And I just came across a video today talking about there's going to be a major cyber attack. What happened last year with the sickness and stuff? That was just the beginning, and that was something small. What's next is going to be something huge. Like, what the fuck is going on? Cyber attack. But yet, like, stocks and cryptocurrency is getting huge now. So with cryptocurrency getting huge now, even though we just had a big crash in that, when China pulled out. Why did China pull out of crypto? Baby, shit is going on. And I feel like China is trying to do shit. What's going on? What's happening? I would like to know the truths and the facts. Shit. How cryptocurrency getting big and China pulls out? And China taking over Africa. China claims that China trying to take over the United States. How does China take over the United States? The United States been the country, the continent to take over all the other, or at least try to, or some shit like that. At least be one of the major powerhouses. But now they're talking about like what's going on and why is China trying to take over everything? Why? What they gonna do? What's their plans? I don't know. Okay, sorry guys. Libras. Libras. What's the divine message for Libra? I'm sorry guys. It was a rant. I wasn't even I've been thinking that's been my everyday thinking because I'm like really looking at videos, trying to learn things. But I really wasn't thinking that before I started this video. But hey, it's an awareness. We all need to be aware of what's going on outside of our own bubble, outside of our own world. Like what's really going out there in the world, out in the spiritual world, out in the universe. Like what's fucking going on? It's going to affect you. If it ain't affecting you now, it will. You want to be prepared. Knowledge is power. All right, Libras. What divine messages do we have for the Libras? What divine messages do we have for the Libras? What divine messages do we have for the Libras? 5 of Swords and unwise choice. There's a better way that will make you happy. Well, there's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. 5 of Swords, Libra. I feel like maybe you're trying to do anything to win at all costs, and the Spirit is telling you don't. Whatever journey that you're on, do so with integrity. If things aren't going as you plan, if you've hit a rough patch, or just not going as you plan, stick the course, follow your intuition, be resourceful, use the resources that you have, learn, grow, but whatever you do, act in integrity. Don't do some shady shit, don't try to play other people while trying to win. Don't make unwise choices, There's a better way that will make you happier. There's better ways for the course that you're going, the journey that you're going to pick to continue forward, okay? But also 5 of Swords can be about developing your skills. And maybe that's what you need to do. If things aren't going in your direction or not going forward and upwards, maybe you need, whatever you're doing, maybe you need to develop your skill set a little more. Release. Endings that lead to new beginnings. The need to release situations or people that hold you back. Spiritual transformation. So maybe you're going through an ending right now, ending of a job, ending of a relationship, partnership, a friendship, whatever type of ending of your lease. Usually summertime is from what I noticed, it's not a statistic, it's just my assumption. It seems like summertime is usually the ending of leases, or people are moving into new, homes. But if there's anything or any persons holding you back, even yourself, Five of Swords. Swords is air energy. Swords is like in your mind, communication. Maybe you're not acting in integrity with yourself, like talking crazy to yourself or about yourself, or just your thoughts, into that. Release anything, whether it's yourself or people's around you or situations or environments that is holding you back. Release it. Or you're going through you're starting your spiritual transformation. You're going through a spiritual transformation. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, brilliant ideas that may need refinement. Overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will work out. Communicate clearly and concisely. Remain objective. Overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will work out. Communicate clearly and concisely. Remain objective. So you got the release and the Ace of Swords. Like I said, if you're going through obstacles, anything that's kind of holding you back, and you're trying to think of ways to go forward, maybe you could think of ways to cut corners or to step on people, in some type of ways. Don't do none of that. Ace of Swords. Whatever you do, act with integrity. Be honest, be truthful, and speak with clarity, think with clarity. When you do that, when you be true to yourself and your journey and what you got going on, and just open your mind, brilliant ideas will start coming in, or that may need refinement. Maybe without the way you was thinking before just wasn't working out. Maybe you need to change your direction. Maybe you need to change the way you think, the way you do. Maybe you need to, like I said, build up on your skill set. And once you do that, maybe you need more education. Maybe you need to go back to school for something to learn more, or YouTube University, or just practice more. Then you'll overcome obstacles with faith that everything will work out. Three of Swords. Great sadness that will heal with time. Great sadness that will heal with time. Let go of the past. Personal growth that comes from challenges. Healing misunderstandings. Being there for those in need. So you go from release, Ace of Swords, to the Three of Swords. You're going through challenges. You're going through challenging times, and it's telling you to release that. And to help you to release that, being honest with yourself, speak with clarity, remain objective, maybe change your mind on things, opening up your mind, like I was saying earlier on my rants. Just, maybe this whole time you've been in your own little protective bubble, in your own world, in your own lane, which understandable. But there's so much changes going out in the world, in the universe, and maybe the reason why what you are doing, you're coming across a lot of challenges, is because maybe you need to broaden your perspective, broaden your horizon, open yourself up to learning new things, okay? Building up your skill set, learning other things and new things to whatever journey that you're on, whatever project that you're working on. When you learn new things, bring new aspects into it. Three of Swords, let go of the past, personal growth that comes from challenges. So these challenging times that you're going right now, open your mind to it and learn what you are going through. And once you learn what you are going through, why you're going through these challenging times, release it. Because you're going through the challenging times for a reason. is to teach you something. So instead of trying to cheat your way out of this challenging times and trying to cut corners, don't go through this challenging times and grow through it. When you do that, with this Ace of Swords, opening your mind to the truth, opening your mind to learning new things. And when you do that, let go of how you thought, how your mindset, how your mind frame was before, so that you can open just like a new lane, basically a new lane. You're still in your own lane, but you're opening, like, instead of being on one lane, you can open up a 2 lanes, still going in the same direction. It's still your road, your lanes, right? Or maybe your lane, instead of it just going straight, kind of just, your lane, your road is under construction, and when it's under construction, you can't go through the construction, right? You have to swerve around it, and it's like causes traffic because it goes from 2 lanes to 1 lane, or you got to stop, or you got to slow down from going 50 miles an hour to going down to 25 miles an hour because you got the construction people with the flags telling you stop, or you got to wait till the construction vehicles to go through and haul rocks to the other side or some bullshit like that. Like, it's like that. That's a challenge, right? It's a hiccup. It's an inconvenience. But maybe if you, instead of being mad that this construction site is slowing you down or slowing you down, why don't you look to see what they're building? Like, oh my gosh, they're building, a overpass, and so that instead of having to stop or instead of having to slow down during this residential area, you can go over the residential area and still have the speed that we was going before. So even though the construction area is slowing you down or making you stop, instead of getting mad and frustrated and try to cut corners, sometimes you like to, oh shit, traffic is coming because there's construction. Let me exit off the freeway, go through the residential area, which is technically about the same amount of time we would have gone through if we just would have stayed in that traffic and just stay on the road. Peep what's going on, like, oh shit, they're building up a whole freaking freeway service or whatever to help us get through the residential area. So, once they finish the construction area, we can keep going that fast speed that we was going, or whatever, that 55 miles an hour is, instead of, like country roads or whatever, rural areas, you're on your freeway, you're going 65 miles an hour, and then you have to coming through a rural area or a residential area where we have to go down to 35 miles an hour. It's like, damn, we were just on the freaking freeway. Why did we have to stop? Because we were going through this town. So now they're building construction's coming in, tearing shit apart, when really they're building a freeway so they can overpass to go over the residential area. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So during these challenging times, it's your personal growth. So instead of getting mad, instead of trying to cut corners through the challenging times, learn from it. Opening your mind up and learn from this challenging times, or learn new things. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, so with this challenging times, we're getting caught up of these negative thinkings, lack of mindset, lack mentality, scarcity mentality, or we might be going through financial difficulties and you can't help but think negative. Like, you're finding yourself starting to think pessimistic. But I feel like Spirit is telling you, like, these challenging times that you're going through, hey Oli, these challenging times that you're going through, you're gonna be able to release it, because that's your first card, release, in things that lead to new beginnings. I feel like you're going through a spiritual transformation. What you're going through right now is having you to open yourself up to a new way of thinking, a new way of being. Okay? Release the past, release who you were before, release your mindset who you were before, and open yourself up to something new. And maybe that's why I went on my rant earlier, because I said, like, I told God I wanna learn new things. I want to grow in my spiritual journey. So I've been receiving all this information, and it's like, my mind is blown. It's like, what the fuck? It's kind of scary, but crazy, but awesome, but like, what? But yeah. So we got the strength under the release. Personal power, assertiveness, portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, realizing that you're stronger than you knew. So, with the strength underneath the release, endings that lead to new beginnings, you've been going through this struggling time, this challenging times is coming to an end. And while you are getting towards that end, stay strong during this time. The ending is near if it's already not here. Stay strong. Don't get caught up in the negative mentality, in the scarce mentality, or if you're having financial difficulties, stay strong through it. Oh, I didn't even read the negative thoughts manifesting into real challenges. Fears surrounding money. Reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for becoming self-employed. So yeah, negative thoughts. You're going through challenging times, and you are thinking negative thoughts, and those negative thoughts are manifesting into your world, because that's all you're thinking about. I mean, if all you're thinking about is negative thoughts, all you're gonna see is negative shit. You're not gonna, oh shit, if you're working on a project where you had to invest a lot of your time, energy, and money, and with this project, either you could have gotten a lot of recognition or money from it or whatever, and like you're working on this project, you're putting it out there, and you're not getting anything in return, you're gonna start thinking negative. Like, damn, did I do a good job? Did I do the right thing? Am I good enough? Should I have done this? Should I have never? Did I just waste my money and time and energy into this for no reason? Like, you're gonna start thinking all crazy shit, and you're gonna start believing it because you're not getting anything in return, right? But you're going through this phase for a reason, and I feel like with release being the first card, spiritual transformation, 5 of swords at the bottom of the deck, I feel like it's the universe's God trying to test you, to test in your faith, in your belief in yourself, your belief in God, your belief in the universe. Like, are you going to keep the faith and stay strong? Stay strong, having strength and the courage and the confidence to keep going through these challenging times? Or are you going to try to cut corners? Like, God is testing you right now. How true are you with this pathway that you are taking, this project, this whatever that you are working on that's giving you challenges and struggles? Like, how true to you how true are you to this? If you stay strong, you keep going forward, you get through these challenging times, do this construction area, you're going to keep going, or you're going to try to cut corners. And when you cut corners, think you can go through the residential areas to hurry up and go through, or you get, like in Houston, we have feeder roads, right? You have the freeway and then the feeder roads. You can ride the feeder roads just like you can ride the freeway. You see construction on the freeway, or it's just traffic, or there's a wreck that you go from 4 lanes to 1 lane. You're like, fuck this, I'm gonna go off and ride the feeder. But riding the feeder could be even worse than being on the freeway, because if you ride the feeder, you have to you have to stop at the stoplights, right, every half a mile or whatever or less, and then you're not gonna be the only one exiting off to ride the feeder. There's traffic on the feeder now. So if you just would have stayed on the freeway just to get through this construction or get through this wreck, you would have been out of it and back to your high speed or whatever in no time. You just need patience, okay? You need patience. Instead of getting mad because it was a wreck, why don't you ride by like, dang, I hope they're all right. God, please cover them. Please take care of them. Or if there's construction, like, ooh, what are they building? Ooh, that's awesome. They're building a freaking from 4 lane to a 10 lane freeway. Knight of Wands underneath the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is a new beginning. Ace of Swords, new beginnings. opening your minds, clarity, understanding, communication, truth and honesty. Could be written contracts. But with the Knight of Wands, passionate, confident, charismatic, restless. Events requiring immediate action. Trust your instincts. Stay focused. A passionate relationship. So with the Ace of Swords, I truly feel with how this message is going, I feel like it's just opening your mind to new perspective, opening your mind to new knowledge, new skill sets. Because it says remain objective. Brilliant ideas that may need refinements. Whatever idea you had on this project or this journey that you're doing, not saying you was wrong, but once you grow from that, you know, don't just stick with this one thing. Grow from it. Like, grab other ideas. Like, just learn and grow. Right? Open your mind up. And when you open your mind up, maybe this obstacle that you're going through right now, this challenges that you're going through right now, will be greater than what you originally thought. How you originally started. Maybe that's why you're going through a struggle. It's not that God or the universe is trying to stop you, saying, nope, you're doing wrong. It's just God, the universe is telling you, Libra, expand your mind. Expand your horizon. What you originally thought, what you started this project, can flourish into like a whole plethora of shit that could be greater than what you originally thought. And with this Knight of Wands is be more passionate on this journey that you're going through, this project, this your creative endeavors. Be more passionate, be more confident, be more charismatic. Just trust your instincts. With the ace being under the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, opening your mind up. It literally opening your mind up and letting new ideas, like you just learning new things, new ideas, learning new things. And that's probably why I unintentionally started this video of telling you where my mind has been at, learning new things. Learning new things with the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Wands. And be passionate about it. Be charismatic about it. Because when you are, your frequency, your vibration, your energy rises up because you're excited. Ooh, I'm learning new things. This is so crazy. Didn't I just start off this recording like that? And I was like, no wonder. And I I ended my rant. I was like, I don't know why I said this, because I literally wasn't thinking that. It wasn't in the forefront of my mind before starting this reading, but I did, and for a reason. And it's probably because that was me unintentionally telling y'all, I'm opening my mind. Maybe you could open up your mind to whatever journey you are partaking in, whatever projects you are doing. Open your mind up to new ideas, opening your mind up to learning new things, expanding your horizon with this pathway, this journey, this project that you are doing. And just trust your instincts. Whatever comes to you, trust it. Stay focused. I love it. Yes, Eight of Swords. You see, Eight of Swords is like a trapped mentality. You see, like she's coming out of this. I mean, kind of. She's like, it was a fence. Like any other tarot, Eight of Swords. You know, she would have been banned. What's the word I'm looking for? Confined, strapped up, and then the swords is around her. Because Eight of Swords is like imprisonment, trapped. She's coming out of that. She's opening the doors because the swords are on that gate, and she's taking off that blindfold. Any other tarot, you know, the person has a blindfold over her eyes. She's taking it off, and these ribbons that are falling. Those ribbons she was you know, the original tarot with Eight of Swords. She was the Eight of Swords. They're what the fuck is the word am I looking for? Oh my god. Confined, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say, hopefully. but in this it's coming off. She's taking off the blindfold. Her arms, her hands are not, you know, locked up. She's opening the gate to these swords that was supposed to keep her trapped. She's opening up out of entrapment. The illusion of entrapment, a lack of self-confidence that makes you feel hopeless, being afraid to take action. Take responsibility of your life right now. So you got the Eight of Swords underneath the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is about going through a heartache, going through hard times, great sadness that will that will heal with time. Let go of the past. Personal growth that comes from challenges. Healing misunderstandings, being there for those in need. So, this challenging time, these obstacles that you are going through, not saying that it's breaking your heart. I mean, it possibly could be, but it's maybe you're just feeling sad and burdened, like, oh my God, like, I started this journey, I started this project, you started something thinking it was a great idea. Not saying that it's not, right? You were so amped up and so focused and determined, and then going through this journey of what you started, you're coming through an obstacle or a challenge, right? Where it's slowed down, feel like it's stopped, and like, oh my, now, and it was for a while, right? And you got all these negative thoughts, like, oh my God, did I make the right choice? Am I doing the right thing? Like, oh my God, and it's starting up in your head. You start to think negative to reaches to your heart. It's like, oh my God, did I do the right thing? Like, you in your feelings now, like, fuck. But with the Eight of Swords, get out of that. That's an illusion. The illusion of entrapment. You're losing your confidence. With the Three of Swords, you're losing your confidence. You started off with confidence with this journey you started with, right? And now you're losing it because you hit a snag. You hit an obstacle. That challenge has been lasting quite a while. A lack of confidence that makes you feel helpless. Being afraid to take action, take responsibility for your life now. So you've been feeling trapped. Well, with this tarot deck that I'm using, in this card, it's telling you that's just an illusion. You're not trapped. You can get out of it. And getting out of it is releasing your old ways, releasing your old patterns, releasing the past, and starting anew. New ways of thinking, new ideas. Shit, open up YouTube. Shit, open up TikTok. There's a lot of information out there, but open your books. Open your mind to new ideas. Learn new things, okay? New perspectives. With this Eight of Swords and her coming out of it, take responsibility for your life now, okay? Don't get caught up during these hard times. Maybe this hard times is telling you, God is pausing your journey because it's like, all right, let's learn new shit. And maybe you were so fixated on how you first started this project, right? How you first started this creative endeavor, and you stuck to it. You hit a snag, and you've been in this snag for quite a while. It's because God is telling you, learn new things. Open up your mind. Five of Cups underneath the Five of Pentacles. That's two negative fives. Focusing on the negative. Yep, that's what the Five of Pentacles. Focusing on the negative. Things not turning out the way you anticipated. What did I say? That's what I've been saying this whole reading. You've been too busy focused on the negative. That you're not appreciating, or you're not opening your mind up to new things, or you're not appreciating what you do have, or what is happening. Things not turning out the way you anticipated. Forgiveness of self or others. Everything happens for a reason. Look for the hidden messages. I mean, it's just clarifying what I've been saying. You're going through this challenging times, through this obstacle, because it's for a reason. Don't try to cut corners, because cutting corners could either fuck you up, could either slow you down even more, could either derail you into a whole different direction, taking you out of your whole pathway into a whole nother journey to where, even more challenges will occur. Just stay in your lane. Yeah, you hit a construction site. Yeah, you hit a bad wreck. Instead of getting mad, instead of, going off a different direction, stay the course and just appreciate what's going on during these challenging times and speak highly of it. It was a wreck. Oh my God, I hope they're okay. God, please bless these people. Or this construction, like, dang. I mean, how inconvenient, but man, when they finish, we're gonna have more lanes. Shit. So instead of focusing on the negative, he's focusing on these 3 glasses that broke. If he just turns around and see these 2 cups that these 2 people are trying to give to him, we can move forward. Maybe you lost out on some shit. Or maybe, you know, okay, fuck it, that sucks. But don't forget all the other shit you got going on. Don't forget these other things you got. Opening your mind up to maybe other people that can come and help you. Or open up your mind to new ideas. Learn new things. Yep. 7 of Cups. That's more opportunities. Make a choice. Stop procrastinating or over-analyzing. Get clarity on what you desire and move forward. Too many options, addictions. So like I said, with this 5 of Pentacles, five of Pentacles, I said lack mentality, scarcity mindset, or financial difficulties. So you're going through this challenging times, these obstacles, and hi there, T-Pits music. So you're going through these challenging times and maybe losing out on money because you're not gaining money or whatever, or just scarcity mindset because things are not going the way you expected, and so it's like your mind is and then you're a Libra, you are an air sign, you're all, you know, air signs is a logical sign, so you can't help but all these negative thoughts overcoming your mind. But with this message, what Spirit is telling you is saying stop. You feel like you're trapped, but you're not trapped. Get out of that trapped mentality. And Spirit is saying to end this message that if you to overcome this obstacle, to overcome these challenging times, open your mind. First of all, release that shit. Acknowledge what's going on. Learn from it, right? Okay? If you're trying to build something, I don't know if you're a scientist or an engineer or building something, right? And how you first outlined it to make it happen, you thought it was going to work, you finished it, you're like, oh, it's a finished project. You try to turn it on, and it didn't work. And you get mad, oh my God, I spent all this time building this thing, and it didn't work. Oh, my life is over. No, boo-boo. Take it apart. Or look at the illustrations or however y'all do that shit. What went wrong? Maybe go to YouTube University or the books, or if you went to school for it, go back to your books, you know, or ask other people for some advice, or just go over what you first did and realize, oh shit, that's where I messed up at. Okay, so let me get this new shit, some other shit to build this shit back up. You build it back up, and voila, it works. So just because you hit a snag, just because you hit an obstacle, a challenging time, it's okay. Learn from it, release it. Endings that lead to new beginnings. Start all over again. Learn new things. Open your mind up to new things, new knowledge, new ideas. Okay? In doing so, you're going through a personal growth. Like you're not letting this it's a personal growth. It's a spiritual transformation, because you could easily, when you hit a snag, you can easily lose your shit and just give up. But I feel like it's saying to not give up, and that you're not going to give up. That's a personal growth, personal spiritual transformation. Like, you didn't give up. Don't give up. You're losing out on money, or negative mindset, scarcity mindset. It took over your mind for a hot second, but you release that shit and you're like, stop it. I'm not thinking negative about that shit no more. I'm gonna learn new shit. Finding the strength and the courage and the confidence. Yes. Being more passionate. All right. Okay, I fucked up. Now I see why I fucked up. Instead of throwing the instructions that I did, or when you as an engineer or scientist, when you wrote everything down, you built it up, it didn't work. You didn't throw away your paper, right? You looked over it like, okay, fuck, that's where I messed up at. Okay, yeah. All right, so let me erase it and or rewrite it. You didn't give up. And it's saying don't give up. Be more passionate. Be more optimistic, confident. Stay focused and trust your instincts. And when you do so, you're coming out of this entrapment, out of this negative thinking, out of feeling stuck. Instead of focusing on the negative, you're going to turn your back around. You're going to turn around and see these two positives. And seeing two people or people coming in to help you, or just the turning around and be like, okay, I fucked up on this, but I got this other shit. I got other materials to help me to rebuild what I started. And when you do that, more opportunities, more choices going to come through. Just stop overanalyzing. Stop procrastinating. Get clarity on what you desire and move forward. Then watch new and more choices and opportunities come through. I love it. And didn't I say at one point in this reading, I said your original thought when you started this journey was this one thought, right? This one idea. And if you keep going, when you go through this, going through your journey, you hit a snag. You don't let this snag, this obstacle, this challenge stop you. You learn what you got to do during this obstacle, during this challenge. Open your mind up to new ideas, and you get through this challenging time. What you first started will. And I said this. I said you start off with 2 lanes when you're in your own lane. You start off with 2 lanes or 1 lane, right? And then you get through this challenging times. And what your 1 lane goes to 4 lanes. You start from 1 lane freeway to a 4, 6, 7 lane freeway. That's what that is. So don't let this challenging time stop you, okay, boo boo? Open your mind up to new possibilities. Learn new things. I love it. I definitely resonate with this. All right, Libras. www.tiffaneetarot.com. Link in the bio or in the description box to my website to book your personal readings. I'll check y'all out next time. Bye.